Here's my homemade chicken soup. So I had some rotisserie chicken that I had pulled off the bone and put in freezer baggies for soup later. And I'd also made some chicken bone broth is what I'm using in here. Instead of store-bought broth, I'm using chicken bone broth that I made in the crock pot from the two rotisserie chickens that I deboned. And I let those bones cook on high in the crock pot for like 6 hours, and then turned it down to low and let everything cook for 24 hours and seasoned the chicken bone broth. And that's the broth that I have in here. So there's rotisserie chicken in here, and then I have the orange, purple, and yellow carrots, the multicolored carrots that I buy at Lidl. And then I had a bag that had some green beans and peas in it, and the little square carrots still in it, just a smidget of those, and I put those in there. And I seasoned it up with a little bit of Dano's Original. And that's the only seasoning because my bone broth already had seasoning in it. So there's another video or a picture of my bone broth in the jars and the stuff that I used to that season the bone broth with. But I put those 6 jars in freezer, and I brought one out and used it for this chicken soup today. And that's what it is. It's just rotisserie chicken that I had put in the freezer, and these multicolored carrots. I love cutting these up and roasting them or using them for soups and stews and all kinds of stuff. But they are really good, especially those purple ones. When they're roasted, they are just so sweet. Orange carrots are very sweet roasted at 425 in the oven. You can cut them in circles or lengthwise or in half or whatever, just depending. And these are the multicolored carrots that I get from Lidl. They're called rainbow carrots. And sometimes you can find them at some other stores, but there's orange, there's purple, and there is a yellow one left in here. But these carrots are so good, and these have such a sweet flavor when they're roasted, the purple and the orange. This one has a little bit of flavor to it, but not as good. These purple ones are my favorite roasted. They are so sweet. So, I mean, it's just homemade chicken soup today, and using my own chicken bone broth. And there's some rosemary and thyme in there, some Dano's Original, some salt and pepper. The salt and pepper was already in the bone broth. The rosemary and thyme was already in the bone broth, and some salt and pepper, and some garlic powder and onion powder was in the bone broth. And the only thing I added to this today was the Dano's Original, just a little bit of it, and call it a day. So I'm going to let this cook on high for a couple hours till those raw carrots soften up, and then this is what we're going to have for supper in the next couple of days. We'll have a little bowl of this at night. But it's so easy and simple, just simple ingredients, and cutting out all the processed stuff, so I know what's in our food, and that cuts back on inflammatoriness in your body. An inflamed body just does so much damage, and you just feel so much better when you are eating as healthy as possible. So that's what me and Sam have been doing. So anyway, so that is my homemade chicken soup and my homemade chicken bone broth. And y'all have a great day. Love y'all. Bye.